This call is now being.
Guru Charana Kamalam Vande Ramana Prasthaya Bhutale Rupanuga Bhakti Damsha Krupa Murtim Nara Namo Vishnu Padaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Nara Shri Krishna Lila Katane Sudaksham Audaya Madhurya Gunaischa Yuktam Varam Varenyam Purushamantam Narayanam Tam Sirasa Ridandina Bhakta Shiromani Shri Krishna Pada Vimdaikam Chaitanya Lila Mrita Sarasaram Narayanam Tam Satatam Prapatye Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Sri Gautavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Let me offer millions of blessings to the hospital for Gurudeva. Pawan the Guru Varga, Namanista Santa. Dhanavat. All present pastors without Dhanavat Pana. Vancha Kalpataru Vyascha Krupa Sindhu Vivacha. Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namaha. Now today is Deepavali, and then right now the solar eclipse is going on, at least in India. The 30 started. And yesterday we talked about Deepavali. What does indicate? Then tomorrow is Govardhan Puja, Annakut, Mahotsav, Bali Daityaraj Puja. Then Rasikananda Prabhu appearance day. Now the solar eclipse, because many people ask this question. Like I was talking to Mr. Somebody asked question. How come moon is bigger than the Shastra? See, our guidance is Shastra, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And whatever science has made progress is all taken from Vedas. At least I can watch for that. So Bhagavatam Shastra says the moon is higher than the sun. But for us they look same, right? Same dimension. Moon and earth from here look same size. So moon is bigger, twice bigger than the sun. So it has to be much farther. And is traveling 12 times faster than the sun. That's why sun takes 1 year to go around. The moon takes every month. So it's that. Because he is far away, he looks same size as the sun. Second, if he is far away and if he is moving slowly, then you would almost see standstill. Right? He's moving very fast, 12 times faster. Now the scientists say, wait a minute, Moon is nearer, and all right, okay. Now, what is the source of moonlight? What do they say? See, you might have studied in schools. Moonlight is nothing but reflection of sunlight. Is it not? That's what they say. Now, I'm sure many of you in very cold countries, like US, you have seen winter, right? You wear a jacket and go in the sun, you feel very hot. The reflected sunlight from the snow is also hot. Is it not? Reflected light from the ice or snow is also cold, but it is supposed to be 0 degrees. So, in other words, if you try to synthesize moonlight from sunlight, is it possible? I don't think so. You can do anything you want. Going through ice cold and whatever you do, it will be hot. Right? So then how can they explain the source of moonlight being very cold, right? Put a thermometer in the moonlight, it will be, it will not go very well. So there is no other recourse than the Shastra. Uh, and also eclipses, the Rahu is devouring, right? Is 4 times bigger than the sun, moon. Uh, 4 times bigger than the sun, twice bigger than the moon. That's why it swallows. It's so big and it's black, and only this head, they come out. So if you look at NASA picture, actually that's eclipse time. You can see as if they are going through a dark tunnel. You get some photos. So these are all indicates actually what Shastra says. Nevertheless, uh, if it is only shadow effect, right? Then how come the psychological effect of the sun, the light, moonlight or sunlight during eclipse is very, how can you explain that? See, what I'm saying is, if the animals or the ladies exposed to this sunlight during this time, they become deformed and so many things happen. Okay, it is proven. If it is only shadow effect, those things should not happen. Because the moon and sun, they are under stress. Oh, they are, even though there is no temporary, but still it is a very awkward situation, Devatas, they are allowed him to swallow now and then. So they go through little, imagine somebody, even though you will not die, but imagine someone is going to swallow you and you are going to come out on the other side. How do you feel? you know, so psychologically. So like that, that's why we should not look at it and then stay away, not like that. Reasons are there. But also, actually, there is an amazing thing. During this time, if you put some kind of tree, like in India, they do, it becomes standstill. How does it do? It's also amazing thing. In some villages, they have this. So, in any case, Surya Grahana time is a very auspicious, in other words, for devotees. Everything is auspicious. So, we should do bhajan during that time. If you concentrate more, you get somehow it's like when you are chanting in a distress situation, right? Yeah. So the effect you will concentrate better, right? Because there is a reason. external something. So that's why during this time, many people, I mean, mundane people, they want to do their siddha, they want to gain some expertise. They choose this kind of time. So Gurudev used to say, you also engage in chanting Harikatha, Kirtan, like that. And so you make more progress. And the Krishna also, we can see solar eclipse. Gopis went from Vrindavan to see Krishna in Kurukshetra, and many times, So this is well, and many leelas took place there. Many great people come and gather that time. So that is the now yesterday. What I was going to say is we didn't quite finish. We were talking Sanket, right? And then Varsana. Varsana near Sanket. Sanket meaning Radha Krishna's meeting place. There is one village. These villages are all named after these leelas. One time, Aroyana Gram, Aroyana. Srimati Radhika and Lalita, all the Sakhis, they were discussing. Krishna, by physically, is very strong. So, if you engage him in very like a Shakti, like a physical strength, we will get defeated. So, we should do by intelligence. So, you come up with a play. You design a play, discover a play by which we can easily defeat Krishna. This is a discussion going on. Then Lalita Sakhi, she told Radhika that game of dice, Pasa Krida, game of dice, she proposed. You invite Krishna to play that. We can. Then they gave invitation to Krishna to play this game. So when the game started, Radharani very naturally, easily, she defeated Krishna. Then Krishna was playing. He cannot be, playing flute, right? He kept his flute side. So the gopis, taking that advantage, they snatched his flute, right? Then he was not noticing that it was taken away. Then nearby Madhumangal is there, Then he became concerned. He is telling, "Hey Kanaya, Kanaya, gopis have taken away your flute. They have snatched away your everything, Then they will tell you, you are expert in taking the cows. You go for churning the cows. So the way they are defeating you, looking at at that I'm becoming very sad. So saying that, and he started laughing, Madhumangal. Then Krishna somehow told, you are a uh, uh, too much talker, too much talker, keep quiet, like that. हाँ, अच्छा जा रहे गाड़ी आए ना ठीक है आप चिंता मत करिए हम संपर्क में रहेंगे हम भी आएंगे हाँ अच्छा लोग आए समझा हाँ आप चिंता मत करो हाँ ठीक हाँ जरूर 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 सूर्य को मत देखना अभी हाँ ऐसा ही हरे कृष्ण so because of that because Krishna was defeated in this game of dice, Har meaning get defeated. So Haroyan. Then there's another place. One time, Subal, Subal Saka, there was a Kunda. Krishna was with them, and they were, doing some salam, joking. That time, one sorry bird came, then sitting on a branch of tree, she started glorifying Radharani. Radha's name and then sorry. Then when Krishna heard the Radha's name and then her qualities, he started so many bhav in his heart, so many feelings. Then he is looking everywhere to meet Radha. He is getting spurti, getting inspiration. Then he was very anxious to catch her, meet her. So all the Ashtasattvic, thing happened on Krishna. Then Subal Saka is thinking how we can. The only way to make him Krishna little peaceful is to somehow bring Radharani. So somehow only she can make him peaceful. So she went to somehow she conveyed to Vishaka this his separation, her separation. Then somehow he made Radhika. So Vishaka was successful bringing both. When from far away, when they saw together, then seeing each other far away, they were very filled with joy, Paramananda. Touching Srimati Radha, Krishna became very satisfied. So, if sadhaka does very Purvak bhajan, here, they get Krishna prem, With that, they will become also weaver, meaning utkantata like that. Now, for this, because a doubt will come in our mind. Doubt, not doubt. How Radha and Krishna always anxious to meet together, right? Both are anxious. What is the reason? So, to understand that, you like if you we have to understand what is mind, what is our nature. No? So, for the ordinary souls, I'm talking. So, Radha Krishna, once we understand ordinary soul, then we can have some idea of Radha Krishna. Of course, this prema love cannot be talked about. Radharani itself is telling. We will see that. Now, every object has two components. Every intrinsic form and also characteristic nature. Intrinsic form and characteristic nature. For the soul, intrinsic form is knowledge, right? Jnana. And the nature, its characteristic nature is love, anuraga towards naturally is there. Knowledge, form is knowledge and nature. Now, Supreme Lord alone is the object of this love. When this love is applied toward the secondary objects of Maya, in the conditioned state. In the conditioned state, we are applying this love, that pure love towards Lord, to in conditioned state. That what becomes? These are the things it happens. You understand? Now that means that love towards Supreme Lord is natural inclination of the jivas. Okay, it doesn't matter that country which. This natural relation between the soul and Supreme Lord can be compared with magnetic attraction of iron. Iron cannot stop attraction of the magnet, right? The liquefying tendency of the heat. The heat starts liquefying anything, right? Burning power of the fire. Volitional and optional nature of the mind. Appropriate utility of the material etc. So just as these mentioned qualities related to the those objects, the jiva soul is also related to the Supreme Lord by the tie of love. In unconditioned state of liberation, this inclination jiva exists in its unalloyed and fullest manifestation. And so it also it's not for every jiva it's not the same. Like we have 5, right? Neutral, Dasya, Sakya was like that. And in which in is that there's so many. So, but the same gets perversion during the phenomenal conditioning of the jiva. Same gets perverted when we are conditioned. So, how? So in pure, we are attached to the Lord. In the material thing, materialistic, when we are conditioned, we have a material attachment of the embodied soul in the perverted state of the divine love. We have embodied, we have a subtle body and a gross body. So, but that when get through that pure love towards the Lord, get through these 2 layers, what happens? It becomes perverted, right? Perversion. So that's why this kind of attachment. We are so strongly attached to the Lord. Now what happens? We're attached to what? Love is the one inclination. Now the names get changed depending upon our attachment. Like Attachment to the wealth is called greed. You understand? That love to our Supreme Lord was pure love, right? When with this conditioning, when that attachment to the wealth, the same attachment to the Lord, now it has become, I am attached to the wealth, gold, diamond, right? So, that is called greed. What is greed? Oh, you are greedy. What? You are attached to the wealth, some kind of wealth or something, right? Attachment to the female beauty is called lividness. Now we are attached to the female. Wow, beautiful. Now get attached. That attachment now has gone to this. And female to the male, okay, same thing. But on the soul, female, male, it is to the external covering, to the gross body. For gross body is male, female. Subtle body is not like that, and the soul is all female anyway, right? We are mighty, dominated service. So, when the same attachment is manifested toward the distressed people, oh, he's distressed. Oh, he is very kind. Where that kindness comes from? Understand? He is very kind. He is, we have attachment to the manifest toward distressed people. Kind, right? Same thing. Attachment to the Lord now has become. Attachment shown towards brothers and sisters is called affection. Where it is coming from is a perverted form of that pure. Yes. When it is applied towards benefactor, somebody helped you. Oh, I'm full of gratitude to you, right? So what is that? Attached with congenial propensities becomes love. When the same love is uncongenially tempered, it is termed as enmity. See, they are envious, like this. These are all same transformation of that. It is not something external or new. Okay. So in this way, same single inclination of Jiva's soul, single inclination, gets transformed into so many of these, okay, various forms. So multifariousness, it has been derived due to the various propensities. But this inclination of the soul remains in its unalloyed nature with the liberated souls. Not only remains in a singular form with the liberated soul, it has infinite excellences, unalloyed divine love. This itself is the superiority of that love. So all the propensities of this love have been called by the name of dharma or piety. Like we are giving example of water. Water is water, it is liquid and it is very essential. But when it gets the association of very hot, it becomes vapor. And its nature is, steam, and you put your hand in that steam, get burned. Put water in the water, it doesn't. Same, when it gets association of very cold, it becomes ice. Throw ice, you get hurt. But when you bring the ice or the steam into the normal temperature, sangha, right? Bring back to your association. It regains its form, original form. It did not lose. So that means the original tendency was there. It will not get destroyed. So same way. So also now you understand this one. As a result of this conditional state, the faculty of pure knowledge. Remember, Jiva soul of pure knowledge and love towards the Lord, right? That pure knowledge, what happens? Turns into phenomenal mind. What is mind? Transformation of that pure knowledge. Now, what this mind is trying to get? Forget, it's getting knowledge of what? All this material thing. Da, da, da. So the evil attachments of this mind results in the misery of repeatedly undergoing birth and death to the fruits of actions done. So, yes. So if you understand in this, then we can go further. So, the mind. Now, in the Bhagavatam, uh, hmm, now we can go even more detail, but I think this is enough. Now, what the Bhagavatam says in the 11th canto, what it says is Bhikshu Gita, like I'm telling many times, the Bhikshu meaning beggar, sadhu, is telling is Manisha, human, demigods, our own Atma, the heavenly planets, our karma, the one we do ourselves, or the time. See, time is also, I forgot to tell, but time is actually a connection. Supreme Lord itself, is controlling, influencing the jiva. So, is thinking, is telling, these are not the cause of my misery, my suffering. Right? Remember, I was telling you, when we get difficulty, suffering, this and that, don't blame it on anybody. Right? Remember, we don't show finger to anybody. We show three fingers towards us, right? Keep on telling. So Bhagavatam is also telling. So then who is the responsible? He says this mind is one and only reason. He says, through the mind, the jiva listens and then sees. Now what is this mind? Bhoga buddhi rupa. What is this rupa? What does our mind look like? Bhoga buddhi, meaning it wants to enjoy, control, this, that. Their buddhi is towards serving. Now here, serving himself, eating, da, 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 da. And then it is there when you serve Lord and other devotees, it becomes auspicious. Now here, it beings inauspicious. So the mind is enjoying tendency, bhoga buddhi, intelligent, always. And then bringing the form is inauspiciousness. So realize soul tell like this. Now mind is very powerful, and in the jiva's chitta, in our consciousness, right? It creates these three gunas, mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. Through that, we do so many karma. So because of this karma, we get different bodies. Demigod, human, birds, trees. So this one who is, in this mental person, he cannot understand or realize or experience this transcendental nature of the soul. It covers over. And see, this is that's why our mind, mind, mind. So, uh, biggest thing. Now, now let's talk about Radharani's thing. Now we can understand uh, Radha's thing. It's very amazing. I find this. Uh, one time, it, uh, one time Radha, excuse me, one second. One time, this is amazing. Okay, this is from the talking Prem Sampur from Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. You get is amazing. His Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur personality and then personality of Krishna and Radha. This is really epitome. What it is go little by little. One time, see the Preeti meaning love. Even though there is no exact word in Sanskrit, but anyway, I think all of you understand Preeti, something. The nature of Preeti is such that the lover and the loved one, right? Lover, the Nayaka, he feels that he is tucha, he is low, whereas one is Nayika, one who is loving, she has a much higher. So to hear like that, he naturally he gets that thing in his heart. It becomes natural between the lover and the loved one, beloved. This is the natural thing. Okay. So now Krishna is also happens like that. So Krishna is because you understand it? The lover, Krishna, feels that his love is not that high or is tucha, meaning is low compared to love of Radha, right? So one time what happens is because he feeling like that in the early morning, he took on a form of very beautiful Ramani lady, right? Right, very beautiful. Then she went to uh, you know, Radharani's house. He's standing. Uh, then he's covering his head like a lady, like Sri, covering with a almost reddish clothes. Covering. And then he's very shy. Then he's looking down, very beautiful idea. Then in the Rasa Leela, Krishna accepted his defeat. He said, Naparayam niravadya samidam. In other words, he's thinking like that, oh, I'm indebted for you. I cannot repay. Amazing, the pure love he showed me. You have forsaken everything, but what I have for nothing. I'm indebted like that. He got that feeling. So then why Krishna is doing this is he wants to hear to Radha, or is amazing when you hear that. Then Radha is telling, Radha, she saw her, she's telling, hey Lalite, look, there's somebody very beautiful Saki, girl is there. And she look like uh, very beautiful. Um, her face can, you know, Shama, Angakanti. She is effulging, bringing effulgence to our entire place here. So bring her. So then Lalita went there, Vishaka. Then she told that Radharani, inviting her. Uh, and what happened is, and she's not answering anything. She's not answering. You know. So who are you? Why you have come here? What is the reason of coming here? They're asking. Vishakala, she's no answer. She's not answer. Then, she's Radharani is going through so many mind or possibilities. Who are you? By your Angakanti, you have actually taken away our mind. You have stolen. Are you Devakanya? You are coming from the heavenly, like that. Even then, she did not answer. Like that, then what happened was, finally, she's, Leela is amazing. She's deep breath, right? And then looks like she's going through some kind of deep struggle, uh, mentally, some disturbances, she could not even speak. Then Radharani is telling, oh, we should, maybe she's inflicted some disease, we should give some massage, some medicine, like that. Then like that, finally, Radharani is telling, I become little, she has attached to this, to this new. I'm accepting her as Saki like that, Then, after all this, so many tries, she is not opening. Then finally, she started very beautiful, thing. She's telling, when Radharani accepted her as her Saki, then she's telling, no, I'm not fit to be your Saki, maybe your Dasi. Please accept. Am I Dasi? Be mercy on them. Then she's telling, the flute sound that is there in Vrindavan, the effect of that, even it is in heavenly places, it is entering there, and it is causing so much things for this sadhvi, meaning the devatas, Devis, right? Then is with this fruit thing is attracting everybody. You know? So we are helplessly attracted towards him. See, this is what it is. See, what did we say there? Every jiva is naturally attracted to Krishna, whether he is Deva or this and that. Now, then this Vamshi Dwani, this fruit, is like Kalakuta vision. It is like, imagine poison mixed with Amrit. Yeah? Amrit, Amrita is elixir. Imagine it is mixed with most powerful poison and then also very powerful Amrita. Elixir. So, when you hear that, it looks like you are taking Amrit. Afterwards, it becomes like a poison. you know, then you want to meet with Krishna and this and that, like that. So then she's telling, following this Vamshi's sound, I came down here from Swarga to this place. Then at Vamshivata, I was living. Then I saw your Leela with Sri Krishna, so many Leelas. I saw in my eyes. So I'm very, so one time he's telling, now see, this is amazing. It shows the intelligence of Krishna. How he's putting a very believable story. Nobody can say no, right? Then he's saying, then what did Krishna do? He was in the Rasalila, you were very happy and then he left you and then ran away. And you were crying. And you were crying has touched my heart, So then, she's telling, so then Krishna doesn't have good qualities, he's telling, how we can trust him. He says one thing and does opposite, like that. The Krishna himself is criticizing himself. Who can criticize? So then, the idea of telling Krishna is that to see our reaction, our reaction. Will it disturb our faith in Krishna or love towards Krishna or whatever? No, this is the thing. Then this Devangana is that Krishna, Krishna is very kamuk and very lusty. Why you are loving him? There is no the love that we have prayed. There is no comparison in this three words. This is Nirupadika. It does not expect anything. And then, even though through anything it can be destroyed, but its speed is so very strong. No one can stop this. So, so that's why when I saw you were disturbed this and Krishna doing this, I got affected and I disturbed in my heart. You know, I cannot forget this, the way Krishna is treating you. So I could not help. I just came so that he might, you know, by somehow, by listening to you or by you, maybe I will get away with this suffering in my heart, in my mind. So this is how she is talking that, you know, uh, Krishna himself, of course, Radharani could not make up, but somehow she got attracted to his nature. Even though she Krishna, you know, she's criticizing Krishna, but Radharani somehow she says, when someone criticizes your lover, we should not do anything. But still, somehow, I'm attracted by your, the way you are putting. Huh? So, so if you stay longer with me, he's telling Radha, I can. This cannot be explained. My love towards Krishna, it cannot be explained. You will not understand. You have to experience it. So you stay with me in the Vraja. Then, I will open up the box of love. This is how she is telling. So, then Radharani is telling, yes, Saki, then she is telling the nature of prem. If the prem happens like this, or is form like this, or this is not the form of prem, those kind of words, by reading Shastra and all that, you cannot understand prem. Because the nature of prem is anirvachaniya. Anirvachaniya cannot be told. Till then, when we are thinking, in our heart, is there, then we cannot. There cannot be prem there. City of prem will not happen. One who is talking about the swarupa or the form of priti, there he cannot be adhikari for the priti. So why? Because prema was to other, compared to other, is nirapeksha. It does not expect anything, and is swasamved, meaning is self-manifest. Has to appear. So when it is there, you cannot talk about it, and you cannot stop it. It's function, like that. So antardharma. So that feeling is that one and only thing is there. What is favorable to Sri Krishna? That, pravrutti. That name itself is prem. We cannot think about this. What is favorable, unfavorable? If you are thinking like that, then prem will not take place. Take birth. By doing what, you become happy. By doing what, you becomes, not happy. Without thinking like that, so that happens naturally. So like that. So when, and also she says, I know Krishna is not worthy of faith or this and that, but I cannot stop, you know. So, but he has a great qualities, you know. Uh, so even after hearing criticism of Krishna by Krishna, of course she does not know yet Krishna. That is amazing. Krishna, our attachment has not decreased. It's actually increased. So that's why Madana. See, one another thing is that Krishna, the lady in the form of Krishna, is telling, when you were in that vow, separation from Krishna, the whole, everybody got affected. The tree, the flower, the land, everything, gopis was so affected. And that is the nature of Radharani's separation. Because try to understand, this is very important. When Radharani experienced that separation, Madanakya, Mahabharata, everybody in the creation also experiences that. This is amazing. Not amazing, this the nature of that are extreme, that nature of love, to Krishna. That separation makes everybody. So that shows we are connected. Everything is connected to Radha. So that their Krishna, Radha's love towards Krishna is what operating all through all. Natural. Even in Ramayana also there, when Sita was taken away by Ravana, the old trees, while ago they were all green, now they become like summer, the leaves withered up, fallen. The flowers no longer blooming. Animals, they are very sad. This whole creation got affected. So that's what Madhanaki about, The so in other words, uh, this pastime of Radha and Krishna is much more universal, and we should not think this is like ordinary boy and girl like that. This is the whole point I was telling. So then we'll continue. Now I hope you understand a little bit. We'll move on from the Rajamandal Parikrama. This background you can understand many of this. See, Nandagaon. We are going to Nandagaon. Nandagaon is where the Nanda Maharaj Rajbhavan is there. And he is staying there with all his brothers. Upananda, Abhinanda, Sunanda, Nanda. Then one time Devadi Dev Shankara, he pleased Krishna and he begged, I want to take darshan of your Balya Leela, very childhood pastime. Then Krishna told him, you appear like you take the form of a mountain in Nandagram. So Nandishwar Parvat. The name itself is Nandishwar Parvat. Lord Shiva himself has become a mountain. On top of it, where the palace of Krishna, Nanda Maharaj, Jilan start, everything is there. Even today, the temple is also there. Then he became a mountain and he is waiting when Krishna will appear and then he does his leela. Uh, uh, then, now how did Krishna came? There's a history. Yeah. There was at the end of Dwapara, there was a saint, Devamid. He had two wives. One was a Kshatriya, the other one was the uh, Gopa Patni, Gopa Vamsha, taking care of the cows. One was a Kshatriya, wife. So the Vasudeva, he was born from him, Vasudeva. Then from the Gopa wife, Pulaki, Parjanya was born. Parjanya and then Rajanya, Urjanya, like that. So Parjanya and Variyashi, from there came the Sananda, Nandan, Upananda, Sananda, and Nanda. Right? Then two girls, So the Parjanya, five brothers. And we know Nanda, Yashoda, then Sri Krishna and Ekam. So now where is Yashoda fits in? Yashoda, Parjanya, you remember, Parjanya, Urjanya and Rajanya were the from the Gopa, they were made. So from that Rajanya, Chatu, that is our Yashoda Devi comes. Now Subhadra always come, Upananda and Tungi. Subhadra and Kundalata. They are from that related. So this is the their how they come. Now one time when they were made, Parjanya, Parjanya Gopa. Parjanya Gopa is, you remember, they were made married to the Gopa, that. So Parjanya one time he was doing, he wanted to have a children and he talked to Nardmuni came, Nardmuni gave him blessing and he gave him the Lakshmi Narayan mantra. So when he was doing this mantra, then he heard a literal voice saying that, you are so auspicious, you will get wonderful children. Then 5 children, and then the middle one, Nanda, through him, the Supreme Lord himself will take birth, will appear. So he become very happy, Parjanya Gopa. So like that, the 5 sons were born and 2 girls. Then they were staying at the Nandishwar Parva. Then what happened was, there was so much disturbance from the Keshi demon, they moved to other places, Mahavan, Gokul Mahavan. Then when Krishna appeared there in Mahavan, then again so many demons were there, right? When he was born, Putana, Chakadasura, Trunavata, then they decided, no, this is not the right place. Like that, they are going Chetikara, then Kamyavan, Kelanvan, like that. Then they came back to Nandagram again. See, this is the background. Nandagram was before Krishna's grandfather living. Now Krishna has come back. So they in that place he did it this Balya, Paugonda, and little Kishore Avas. Many boyhood, little grown up, Leela were all done there. Uh, then by the desire of Yashoda, with so much love and affection, Sakhis used to come, Radharani, along with Radha. They used to come from Javat and with so much enthusiasm they were cooking uh, along with Rohini. Uh, then, so many leelas happened. So, Radharani, Yashoda has equal love to Krishna and Radharani. And there is a place called Radha Bagh. That's where after cooking for Krishna, she used to take rest there. And then, and Dhanishta, she used to bring through Yashoda. Yashoda is, oh Dhanishta, take the remnants of Krishna to Radharani. So they used to enjoy that. Then in a secret way, they are also getting where they can meet. Then Mother Yashoda was dressing Krishna so many ways before he's making ready to go to taking cows. Nandakunda is there, where Nanda Maharaj used to take bath there. These are all there even today. Okay? And then he used to make Krishna Balaram on his shoulder, carry them, take a bath. And then there is a temple. Then there is a Baitak place. So we will tell and then end this today. Baitak meaning wherever Nanda Maharaj is staying, they created a place where the elders come and meet, discussion, what is going on, take stock of these things, right? They are the elders. Some emergencies like that. So this one also it is there, Baitak place. So one time there was a meeting after Krishna lifted Govardhan Hill. All the elders had a meeting there. The chairman for this meeting was Upananda, eldest brother of Nanda Maharaj. Nanda Maharaj was also asked to come attend this meeting. So they were expressing what they are expressing. Krishna is not ordinary boy. From the birth we have seen he has killed Putana, Chakatasura, Trunavarta, Agasura. Then he Kalyanaga, he made him leave, and then recently he lifted the Govardhan Hill for 7 days on his little finger. So, so it is not a work of an ordinary boy. So You must be Siddha Purusha, great personality, maybe demigod, or Swayam Narayan. So Nanda and Yashoda, they're thinking that children, child, putra, and then they are, chastising him. They are hitting, Then they are calling him chore, like he's a thief, and so many things. And uh, so that's why all of us we should have love and affection. We should give respect to him. So they were saying all of us have to take seriously about this. Then they requested Nanda Maharaj to accept this. Then then Nanda Maharaj started laughing. He said, "Oh, other very respectful elders. Okay, I've heard what you have to say, but I do not have even a little bit any the way you are ascribing to Krishna. Devata, maybe he's a god, demigod. Maybe he has quality, maybe Narayan himself. I don't see any, uh, you know, qualities in him like that. I'm knowing from the birth. You think the Bhagavan, Lord becomes hungry and then becomes thirsty um, for little chapati, roti, right? Bread, roti, and then little butter. Every day he cries for 50 times, I want this, I want. If Lord, if you think Lord will steal and he will tell lie, he goes to the gopis house, then he steals butter, he tells lie, and he does so much kind of disturbances. Uh, the neighbor gopis, um, for a little bit of yoga butter and then laddu, and they make him do dance so many ways. He plays around, whatever it is, we have accepted him in our house as our son. So, and because of that, we have a duty towards him. In future, you should have a good quality. You should have very good. You should grow up very nicely, like a respectable person. But there is one thing I have to tell you. At the time of his birth, giving the name, Maharshi Gargacharya has told. He told his future. This son, he will be like a equivalent to Narayan in qualities. So there is no need of worrying. So like that, there is a Paitak, meaning discussion centered around Krishna and welfare of Krishna, different things. So again it shows, see, even though Nanda Maharaj Yashoda sees all this extraordinary, impossible for an ordinary human, but still, because their attachment to him so much, it overpowers all these things. Impossible human, A small boy cannot do this, but still their attachment to him grows more and more, considering more and more parental affection. See, this is that beauty of that love, same love, you know, that Radharani is talking about. So, we all have that love. Only thing is, it has to be brought out. Okay. So that's why this parikrama, Vrajamandal parikrama is amazing. You get to know, discuss these things. So it's something will one day, huh, there will be an effect of that. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Jai Nandagram ki Jai Jai Vasana Govardhan Girdhar Nanda Baba ki Jai Yashoda Maiya ki Jai Radharani Maharani Vasane Wala ki Jai Jai Samasta Bhakta Bandhav ki Jai Gurudev ki Jai Guru Parampara ki Jai Jai Gaura Premanandi Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Any questions?
Hare Krishna, Dharma Pranam Srila Gurudev.
Yeah.
A lot of people asking this question. So Radha Krishna, they have parakya bhav, which means they're not married. But then their expansion, like Sita Ram, Lakshmi Narayan, they're married. So a lot of my friends were asking, like, so are they considered as married or not?
See this, in Parakya Bhava, I include this Swakiya Bhava. You understand? Meaning, see, Radha Krishna is Parakya, but Sita Ram is Swakiya, meaning married, you know. So that Bhava is also part of this Parakya. You know, it is not something. Parakya is even higher. It includes Swakya also. It is natural. See, there that love has come through external, like marriage ceremony, this and that. Right? Here, it is not that. It is naturally there. Like she was explaining, in this Premsam, you know. Even though she knows Krishna, they, you know, it should not be trusted, this and Lalita is also telling. But I cannot help it. You know, his qualities, his, you know, Akash. So Krishna meaning one who attracts everything. You know, naturally is attracting everybody. Like I was telling, the transformation of this love, pure love, our attachment to this material world, right? Different names, greed, affection, you know, these are all basically transformation of that. You know, it is there. We cannot stop, neither attached to Krishna or attached to this, you know, indirectly related, you know, things. We cannot stop it. Whether the magnet, you know, the iron gets attracted to magnet, even if there is a covering of little over, you know, maybe less, you know, something like that. So, whether Krishna or Radha married, they are naturally married. In other words, they're married in a sense, if you want to call it, again, marriage, definition of marriage, no? But they are Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, how he puts it, I'll tell you about Radha, the way he puts it, 1 second, I'll tell you. Says Radharani. Who is Radharani? Says Sri Radha is Sri Krishna's Nitya Patni. Krishna Kanta Shivam. Nitya Patni meaning eternal wife. Krishna Kanta Shiromani. She is the foremost among all the lovers of Krishna. So there is nobody like Radha. So dear to Krishna, there is no one like other than that. That we saw yesterday also. See, all the gopis in Vrindavan, all the Krishna's wives in Dwarka, and also all the Lakshmis, right, in unlimited. They're all expansion of her. So, Sri Krishna, compared to Sri Krishna, Radharani, she has no less than Krishna in any way. Now, what is different between them? Krishna is Aswadak, he is a taster. And then Radharani is Aswadita, who is tested, who is making him to taste. For that, they have to come to body, to Deha. And they are doing Vilasa. They are doing. Like Radharani later on, see, one lotus, two shoots, one yellow, one is bluish, like that. Radha Krishna Ekatma Dui Deha Dari. Anyanya Vilasa Rasa Aswadan Kari. Chaitan Charitam. So now this is amazing too. That Krishna seeing this beauty, Radharani herself becomes, you know, she gets mugda, meaning he gets attracted, meaning he gets. So that means that Krishna is more beautiful than Radha? No. This is it. Even though Radharani get attracted, beauty of Krishna. Actually, she is more beautiful than Krishna. Krishna also get attracted. That's why it's called Bhuvana Mohana. Mohana is one who attracts with Krishna, right? Bhuvana Mohana, meaning Krishna attracts. It's called Bhuvana, meaning entire thing is attracting. It cannot stop. Bhuvana Mohana. But she is Bhuvana Mohana Mohini. Even she enchants. Even that Krishna. Purna Chandra Krishna. For Purna Chandra, you understand? Purna Chandra, meaning like complete moon. If Krishna is like that, then what is Radharani? She is Purnima, like full moon, like Purnima, Swarupini. So, and for all the beloveds of Krishna, she is the Amshini, meaning root of all of them. So, like that, he explains more, but time is, but it's all included in see, there's something more, see, astonishing in the, in the Radha Krishnas, even though in a sense they are not married, Swakiya, Parakiya as Swakiya's thing and then something extra. Because the feeling that, oh, she belongs to somebody, or not only just that, even Krishna, Yashodamaya feels, oh, I heard he's the son of, Devaki. Oh, when they will come and take him away, So Adlanga is there to love him, so like that, in other words, for these things Parikiyas arrange. Actually, Parakya is brought out for this, to make it more, uh, you know, that is beauty or attachment or this love towards it. It grows. In Swakiya, there is limitation. Your marriage, you are meeting him. In Parakiya, in Swakiya, meeting is no problem, right? There is no disturbance. But in Parakiya, the meeting is a big problem. It's not free. So that Utkantata, that, and your meeting time is also maybe short, right? There is no restriction there. So it brings out much the love, the height of the love, that nature of even to higher level. That way you can see much more, thing. But this is more natural, even though you should not think that, Parakiya is something, what is highest in the spiritual world is the lowest here, See the thing, that's what we have to very careful with Krishna's Leela, Radha. It cannot be, imitated in this world. If you do Parakiya, it is lowest here, it's not. But there is the highest, when related to Radha and Krishna. Because Swakiya is included there. In other words, we are actually in a sense, don't get me wrong. Even though we are actually naturally related to Krishna, he is our husband, everyone. But now we are married, in a sense. We are actually unnatural, understand? What we are doing in this material world is very unnatural. But because we are into this, we think natural. And we mistake that most, natural one. We think this is natural. So, but we are actually related to Krishna much more than to anybody. Either husband, wife, or whatever, mother, daughter, son. So our attachment, So, to bring out this dichotomy, so we have to actually, I don't know how to say, but it takes a lot of effort, and in any case, they have to do Ekadasi, okay? Tell them to do Ekadasi, and it will bring them their Sukruti, and devotion will come. See, the devotion is something like Radharani is explaining to the Saki, Krishna, disguised form of it. Has to arise in our heart, in our chitta, in our consciousness. It has to arise. So for that we need, Bhakti Janani Ekadasi. We have to follow that. And so that's how, Vancha
Thank you so much.
Kalpatarubhyaja Vasani Devacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo. Any other questions? Thank you. Our time is up. Anyway, today is solar eclipse. Yeah, and almost done. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Continue tomorrow.
Thank you, Gurudev. Hare Krishna. Dhanavad. Tomorrow, Govardhan Puja.
Thank you so much. Would anyone